Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Hayden Wildcats head softball coach William Wrenn. Here's your host, Aubrey Johnson.
Welcome back, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
Well, it's been an eventful couple of weeks, so let's talk about these games.
Yes, sir.
All right, so back on April 24th, you had your final regular season game. Just happened to also be senior night. You played Cleveland. You beat them handily, 11-2. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so that was a good one. It was a day when there was a lot of storms coming in, so we really didn't know it was going to get in, if we were going to get it or not.
Right.
And we were running out of time because of postseason, so that was if we got it in, we got it in. If we didn't, we didn't. And so I actually ended up having to take a day to come up here and work on the field all day, get it all ready to go. And then luckily, the good Lord held the weather off for us.
Good.
And so we were able to have a great night. A good night of celebrating the seniors and getting to do all the festivities and stuff.
Right, and celebrating a great win at the same time. That's fantastic. Then you followed that up with your first game in the area tournament. You played Corner and beat them 4-3. Now, that was a much closer game. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, so we really didn't play very well that game. We struggled really a lot just at the plate, in the field. We had some errors that gave them some runs. And it wasn't until about the bottom of the fifth that we actually started cracking through, and we kind of scored a couple runs there, put some pressure on them on the bases a little bit, and they made some mistakes of their own that kind of helped us pull that one out.
Okay, good deal. So you advanced, still in the area tournament. You played Springville next. Now, that is a formidable team, and you lost that one 0-7. Tell us about the Springville team and what you saw. Yeah,
so they're a good group. They're a very experienced group. They've got 4 seniors that are in the middle of their lineup that are really good, hard to get out. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't strike out a lot. They make you do stuff. And so, I mean, they're really just well-rounded. But it was one of those games that it was almost like after we put everything into the game right before it, it was almost like the tanks were a little bit empty there. And so that was actually a game, though, that that night it started raining. And so we had to suspend the game in the 5th inning and come back the next day and finish it. So that was one of those things were a little bit different, too. And, so that made it a little bit tough.
Yeah, I hear you. So the area tournament being a double elimination, you went on, you played in the losers bracket, and you played Corner again. And this time they got you 2-6. That finished up the tournament and the season for you. Tell us about that game.
Yeah, it was really tough. I mean, at that point, you're kind of sitting there and you know it's win or go home.
Right.
Literally. And so, that a lot of pressure there.
Yes.
The girls don't want it to be their last game.
No.
But because of everything with that, sometimes you just don't play as well as you wanted to. And to be honest, that weekend we just didn't have it.
Right.
We scored, I mean, from both games against them, we scored 6 runs on the weekend.
Yeah.
That's never really what you're looking for. And so it wasn't that we just really played that bad. We just didn't play our best stuff.
Right.
And then, like we've talked about a little bit before, when you beat somebody 3 times already, you play them again, you could kind of tell they were locked in.
Right.
And so it just was one of those games where they were really locked in. We didn't have our best stuff.
Yeah.
And that last time was really the only time that matters, sadly. So
that's for sure. But on any given day, you never know. And that's softball, right?
Yep, it is.
Yeah, I gotcha. So the season is finished. Tell us a little more about this team, though. Give us some inside scoop that maybe we don't know.
This is a really just good group of kids.
Right.
I always tell the kids, especially towards the end of the season, to the seniors and everything, that this game doesn't define you. And I don't look at them as my players. A lot of people seem like they expect coaches to only care about the kids because they're their players.
Sure.
And I tell the kids, I'm like, it doesn't matter to me what happens with softball. I care about you because of who you are, the kind of people you are. And we just had a really good group of kids. Right. They're just a really good group of kids, regardless of how they perform out here. And so that's the biggest thing I'd want people to know and take away from our team is just this group of kids, their parents, they've been raised right, and they're just really good human beings. And I'm looking forward to having the ones who are younger, continue to grow, and to watch the seniors do what they do after they graduate and move on.
Well, good deal. So you've had 4 seniors this season. Tell us what those seniors have meant to you this year.
They've meant a lot to me because so with this being my 4th year teaching and my 4th year coaching here at Hayden, they were freshmen when I started.
This was
and
your
so
group.
They have watched me have 2 kids.
Oh wow!
I've watched them grow from my first year when we won a state championship to now, and now to see them all go off and make decisions. Not only for 3 of them, they're playing softball, and then for someone to say, okay, I've loved this game, I've given everything to it for my whole life, but now I'm going to make the decision I have an opportunity to go and get school paid for.
Yes. And
so I'm going to take that route and go make a difference in another place in life. And so just so proud of them for their decisions, their maturity in that, and then just super excited for them in that way. Yep.
Good deal. So looking into the future, what does the 2026 team look like?
Well, I mean, obviously we're losing the 4 seniors, which is always big. But on the bright side of things, we have 2 of our 3 pitchers are back.
Okay.
So we have that, and now they have a lot more experience.
Right.
This year we've talked about, it wasn't just one person; it was a big mix, and so all of our pitchers have good experience now. We have 4 girls who started for us towards the end of the year that are all freshmen.
Oh,
so
wow.
now they're going to be they're just going to be 10th graders.
Yeah.
We have a couple of 8th graders that are probably going to move up and now be 9th graders that are going to get some quality at bats for us.
Sure.
And so even though we didn't really do what we wanted to this year, we are, for a majority of the team, we're still young.
Right.
And so we're still pretty much underclassmen. And so that's really exciting to know that you've got kids who have a lot of experience, but you still get them for 3 more years.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you don't have a lot of veterans, but you've got some experience on the team.
We do.
Yeah.
And really and truly, we our pitchers are our veterans.
Right.
And so they are the ones who have been here. And then one of our other players who's been dealing with a knee injury. She dealt with a knee injury all year. She never got to play for us this season, but she'll be coming back, and she's a senior. And so we're getting some quality leadership along with the quality young ones, and it'll be a fun group.
Good deal. Well, Coach, that's our final show.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We have enjoyed having you with us throughout this season, and hopefully we can do it again next year.
Yes, sir. I look forward to it.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Good deal. Thank you for watching as well. Be sure to check us out at PrepsNet.com for all of your high school sports news and information. So long.